Welcome back, everybody. Adventurer's Guide to the Galaxy. Surplus military rifles and bayonets. Now, here I have assembled most of the bayonets that I have, and these are actually our bayonets. This is for like an 18, I think it was 1874 Turkey. They liked some Winchester rifles that they saw for whatever reason. Then they asked Winchester to send them I guess like a batch of them, and then they converted these swords. I guess these were actual swords. They converted these into bayonets, and you can see here. Now I have to figure out what the actual rifle is, because it's like an older bolt action rifle, but it's pretty nice. So like I said, we have the Lee Enfield. We just put a video here. As you can see, this is the little markings for the unit. This is like an action piece here. This one was actually taken taken to the range the other day. I just put a short on my channel of the actual using it there, and it's pretty nice. You definitely go check that out if you want to see that in action. My friend was shooting it. I have one of me. I haven't put it up yet. But here's the bayonet for this. Now, like I said, this is a very nice thing here. Is a belt loop. That's the case here. Metal point right to here. The back is leather. This is actually real leather. You can feel that. Very nice, right? And then this thing itself. Now check this out. 1 second. This one here, as you can see, the little crown. All the little markings here. It's very, well, I guess a military unit maybe. But yeah, this thing is great. As you can see, I have pretty large hands, and even this thing is pretty large for me. And like I said, this, as you can see, it's almost half. This is this rifle is 45 inches. I just measured it the other day, and this is that's almost half. Let me see, you can back that up a little bit there. It's almost half of the length of the rifle. So it's a pretty amazing bayonet. It's very sturdy. Like I said, even this wood right here, I mean, it's very heavily caked in, cosmoline over the years, and I guess they just pulled out of a collection, and then I got it from this nice gentleman. Very, very nice. Fantastic bayonet. Works on this. Accuracy of this thing is amazing. A friend never even shot it before, and he hit 1 out of 3 at 150 yards, and it was dark, so it was pretty good. Now, the reason why I like bayonets and rifles to have them, because not necessarily every rifle is a bolt action that needs a bayonet. There are semi-automatic rifles that have bayonets. Now, a lot of people may think outdated technology, this and that. I'm just going to snipe them from 100 yards away, and I'm 1,000 yards away, and I'm this and that. But most people are not like that. Like a matter of fact, I can guarantee the vast majority of people can't really shoot that well. A lot of people may not be able to see that well. They have glasses, or they've never shot. The vast majority of things, there's a lot of different reasons why. Now, I think that they're very awesome knives, like this right here. This is a Yugoslavian World War II Yugoslav post-war bayonet here. It's actually very sticky. It's got a lot of the little cosmoline stuff on it, because I guess it just came out of some sort of collection. I saw it at the antique store. As I say, this is leather. As you can see right here, it has a nice little strap here. Belt loop, very large one, so if you have a utility belt. A secondary strap. You can see this here. Look at that. It's metal. Has like these little ball peen at the bottom, so if you drop it, it won't like dent the tip. And then this thing here, I'm gonna check this out here. This is a very amazing knife. Look at that. People say there's no utilities for these. I mean, I don't know why you would say that. This is the little thing that had a tag on it. Check that out. Isn't that nice? Look at that. So like I said, you're out in the woods, you gotta cut something, or you gotta do something, or you hear a little weird noise or something. Look at that, it's leaving like little juicy cosmoline marks on this little fabric here. You hear something go bump in the night. A lot of people, they go hunting, they use bolt action rifles. And so if you get surprised by, like, again, a lot of people go hog hunting. Hogs run in packs, you get charged by a hog. Some people are not actually really good at transitioning to a pistol. All that they say that they are, they don't really necessarily, they may not do it when they're scared. They may have gloves on, they may be cold, they may fumble with it. I mean, it just depends on what it is. I've seen people get charged by hogs, lots of them. It's pretty crazy. And like I said, if you had a bayonet on the end of your rifle, if you're hunting with a bolt action, you get charged by a hog, you can stick them right in the head. Now, once you stick the first hog, then you can pull out your pistol and shoot the next one. But like I said, you don't want to get charged by hogs, so you probably shoot it before it does that. And this one here, this is a bayonet for the M1 Garand. Now, people might be saying this is a little bit short for an M1 Garand bayonet, because like I said, here's my hand. Like I said, I have pretty large hands. And this is not necessarily even as long as like my whole hand here, because it almost goes down to here. But a lot of people would know the guy that I got this from. Nice older gentleman. He explained that when the United States sent the Koreans and the Korean military and brought up a bunch of M1 Grands over to Korea, this is the bayonet for it. It's pretty nice. It's your standard, like old school one made out of this material. I can't remember what the name of it is. But then it has this old school nylon thing with a metal belt hook. That's cool. And then it has the metal button clasp, which I do like a lot better than a lot of different things. The Koreans shaved these down because they used to be almost as long as this one here. As you can see, it takes up the whole phone screen. It's a larger phone. Hopefully this doesn't blow up in my face. They shaved them down to this size because the Koreans like, we don't want that super long thing, and they made the M1 Grands a little bit nicer. So like I said, you have a longer M1 Grand or a short one, but then you have a super shorty bayonet, which I think is pretty cool. And this thing is definitely solid. This is actually really heavy. Like, it actually kind of makes the bed bounce a little bit. I have to straighten that out so it doesn't look crazy in my little garage here. But yeah, this thing is pretty amazing. Definitely thought you'd think that was interesting. This right here, I found out, is one of the original first AK-47s that were ever made. This is the first bayonet for the first AK-47. Check that out. Now this is metal, but this is a lot lighter. As you can see, it starts like right there, kind of tapers down here to the edge. And this edge isn't necessarily really that sharp, and I'm going to have to bend it and kind of do a little bit. But I don't think this is meant to be sharp. It's meant to just be pointy, because like I said, this bottom is not sharp at all. This is not even really very sharp until it kind of meets this edge up here. But this is really nice. Probably meant to do utility work, as you can see the little numbers and stuff here, the little original AK, little locking clasp here. Really nice. You think that's awesome. So if anybody's got the original old school AK, or if there is one out there, you can get that and then have that for it. You know what I mean? And also, like I said, if now let's just be honest here. A lot of people in the United States of America, for people who are watching around the world, there's a lot of stuff going on in a lot of different places. In the United States of America, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. There's a lot of wild animals. People don't necessarily think about that when they're thinking about going in these wilderness areas. And there's a lot of weird stuff going on. So it also helps that a lot of people, I have to mention again, a lot of people aren't very proficient with firearms. So having a sword, like I said, or a long, sharp object along with your, weapon can make you feel a little bit better, especially if you are proficient with like knives or weapons, or if something that's a little bit longer like this on the end of something like this, or an M1 Grand with, that's, semi-automatic, you will definitely have an increase in feeling better. At least I do, because maybe it's because I'm a Marine, but hey, I guess we can't help ourselves, right? And then these right here, again, like I said, this is the Turkish sword, I guess a type of sword that was over in their country, and they had these Winchester rifles that they I believe it was Winchester, that they had converted these little swords over to fit the Winchesters, and that's what they had wanted to do there. So these are amazing. I gave one of these to my friend, so he's going to come pick it up, but these are really heavy. These are really heavy, and it has this nice little hand guard right here, along with the little rifle hook there, and the sword bends, as you can see. Look at that. It bends down, and this edge is actually pretty decently sharp. Now, these are old. Obviously, it was 1870 something, so it doesn't really hurt, but you can feel how sharp it used to be. These things are no joke. And last but not least, I know you guys have been eyeing this. This is something that I got. Check this out for any of you European sword fans over there like myself. Or, I'm not in Europe, but I've been there. This right here is the Star of Damascus with the little copper proven T-lug, which is... There's a sword company over in England, I guess in Scotland or England, they make these swords. When they have an authentic one, they put this in there, and it has a little lugs, like a copper or brass thing that they stamp in there to prove that it's actually one that they made. And this is, from the research that I gathered, this is in 1829 Scottish Highlander sword. Now, this may not look very heavy. As you can see, I'll kind of put this up here. This sword... A lot of my friends, I let them hold this, and they're like, oh, my hand hurts, because this sword is actually really heavy. I have to weigh it. Here's the scabbard here. But this sword, I feel like it weighs like 10 pounds, because it's got the heavy super metal sword here. It's got this nice leather handle. This is like leather, actual leather, and this is like an inside thing to protect your hand. There's the metal grate here. As you can see, this is not necessarily exact, but it's very nicely made. It has this little handguard here. There is a metal little palm right here. And then I can see, flip this around here. This is the front. I've seen these on the internet. They make like newer ones. You can get one made, but I haven't seen any of them that look exactly like this. You see, this is actually pretty tough here. Let me pick this up here, as you can see. It'll help your hand if a little poke or a little slice comes through there. It'll keep your hand safe. As you can see outside, you saw my secret location. But yeah, this thing right here, as you can see, look at this. I'm trying to get the whole shot in there. It's pretty long. That is fantastic. Now I'm definitely taking this to the wilderness area to patrol my little property to make sure mountain lions don't try to get up on me. Definitely have something like that. Don't necessarily want to start blasting around. I'm going to scare my neighbors. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed my little video about bayonets. I do have more swords and bayonets. I just don't actually have them all here. And to fit them all on this little surface with this cloth here, can't necessarily do that. And I have more rifles for all these bayonets. I don't have a Yugoslavian K98 that was shipped over and converted to whatever they want for this. So I have to get one for this. But I have... and this, I need to get the original AK and that. So, but yeah, what do you guys think about this collection and the utility of these superpower knives? These bayonets, excuse me. Because these things are extremely rigid. Now, I could go outside and I've chopped through the woods. You know, with this one just slicing through the woods, and it's like it's nothing. Like other bayonets, they kind of wobble. This one does not wobble. It kind of hurts your hand because it doesn't wobble. So if anything hits it, it's coming directly back to your hand. It's like one of those really sturdy metal pieces. So what do you all think about this? Definitely let me know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. I've been a little bit busy getting back to doing some videos. I got somewhere tonight. Got a lot of work to do. But I'm trying to squeeze some videos in between. There's another one I have to do a little bit later. But yes, I definitely am putting it out there. I think the utility of surplus rifles and bayonets are actually still usable, especially in this day and age. A lot of stuff going on in the United States of America. A lot of weird stuff goes on regardless of, it's not like a political angle or anything like that. If you've ever been out to these wilderness areas, they're actually a lot bigger than people say that they are. And if you get lost out there and you hear some weird stuff, or you're in certain other parts of the country and there's like, you know, all types of, there's like crazy cartel stuff, people talking about civil war, talking about all this stuff. And I'm saying you're on your own, you have, all this, and people are saying, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. I mean, you want to have as many abilities and capabilities and different tools as you could possibly have. And I am putting it out there that I think that these are still useful, especially because you could actually kill a bear with this. Not a large one, but a coyote, a wolf, a mountain lion. Yeah, they're definitely getting it with any of these, especially because where I live, they actually do like run up on people sometimes. So like, share, and subscribe. Definitely comment down below what you think. What do you have? What do you think about this one? I can't get over this. This is amazing right here. I mean, gotta have to come see it to believe it. Let me know what you think. Comment below.